Student pilot Alex was only 25 miles from his home airport, but low clouds had forced him down to just 600 feet above the ground. The visibility ahead was shrinking, the terrain was rising, and Alex had only seconds to make a decision. Keep Scud running toward home, or turn around before the weather trapped him. This is Dan from My Student Pilot. Earlier that morning, Alex departed on his long solo cross-country flight. The weather was legal VFR, with good visibility and scattered clouds well above his cruising altitude. He landed at his first airport, continued to his second stop, and completed everything his instructor had planned. But while Alex was on the ground, the weather between him and home began deteriorating faster than forecast. The ceiling was lowering, and areas of mist were forming near the hills. Alex noticed the change, but home was less than an hour away. He convinced himself he could make it. At first, the return leg looked manageable. Then the clouds forced Alex lower. He descended from 3,500 feet to 2,500, then to 1,500 feet. Soon, he was flying beneath a solid gray ceiling with only a narrow space between the clouds and the ground. Alex told himself, "If it gets any worse, I'll turn around." But every mile he continued made turning around more difficult. He was now following roads and valleys, hoping they would lead him toward the airport. This was no longer ordinary VFR flying. Alex was Scud running, flying dangerously low beneath the clouds to remain in visual conditions. Alex was now only 25 miles from home. That made continuing feel easier than admitting he needed to turn back. But the visibility dropped again. A ridge appeared ahead, partly hidden by mist. Alex turned slightly to avoid it, but that placed him over unfamiliar terrain. His GPS showed the airport straight ahead, but the magenta line didn't show whether clouds or rising terrain blocked the route. Then Alex spotted power lines crossing the valley below him. He pulled up instinctively, but the cloud base was just above the airplane. For several frightening seconds, Alex had almost no safe space left. Terrain below, clouds above, and decreasing visibility ahead. Alex finally understood that reaching his home airport was no longer the goal. Surviving the flight was. He made a gentle 180-degree turn toward the better weather behind him. Once clear of the hills, he contacted air traffic control, explained the situation, and requested help finding the nearest airport with acceptable weather. ATC provided headings and weather information. 20 minutes later, Alex landed safely at an airport nearly 40 miles from home. His instructor drove out to meet him. Alex expected criticism. Instead, his instructor said, "I'm glad you finally turned around. Next time, make that decision before the weather takes away your options." Scud running is dangerous because it slowly removes your escape routes. A pilot descends beneath the clouds, visibility decreases, obstacles become harder to see, and rising terrain may eventually block the path ahead. The closer you get to home, the stronger the temptation becomes to continue. That's called get-home-itis, allowing the desire to reach your destination to override good judgment. Set firm weather minimums before departure. Check the weather again at every stop. Always identify alternate airports. And never allow yourself to descend progressively lower just to remain beneath the clouds. A precautionary landing at another airport may be inconvenient. Scud running toward rising terrain can be fatal. Alex didn't fail because he diverted. He succeeded because he finally stopped trying to reach home at any cost. My name is Dan. And if you're a student pilot or private pilot, subscribe to our channel for real-world aviation stories that help you become a safer, more confident pilot before your next flight. Also, visit mystudentpilot.com for pilot training advice, career advice, and flight training financing advice, along with more real-world pilot survival tips that could save your life.